Nightcrawler, be right back. He said if I smoke with it, he'll get me there like snap. Me and Storm hit the bar last week and made it rain. She said her and Black Panther's marriage was under strain. So I got her drunk, then I put her to bed. The next day she called him a frost up and said 16 got superhero swag for real. Call him on a dark night and he's the man of steel. Superhero swag, yeah. Superhero swag, superhero swag, superhero swag. When it's time to rock a rhyme, I be like me first.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Action Figure Junkie. I'm your host, 16 the Icon, aka Mr. Superhero Swag. Make sure you check me out on all your social medias. Check me out on Spotify. That song you just heard was called Superhero Swags from my The Icon on Crack CD. But today, today we got 7 of 9. 7 of 9. I only wanted 9 of the 10 offerings that they were giving us this year for the Marvel celebrating 85 years. We're doing this again. Yep, we're doing this again. And this time it is, oh, it look like Star Wars if I do it like that, right? The Cabal. Iron Patriot calls together some of the most dangerous beings in the world to form the Cabal, a volatile alliance that wreaks havoc on the world. Man, we gotta have fun, right? All right, well, check it out. So what happens is we get an updated version of Iron Patriot, which is always good. That's what's up. That's what's up, because we're getting closer and closer to getting the Dark Avengers. Now, what we're gonna need is we're gonna need that Miss Marvel with the scarf. You know, we're gonna need Carla Sofin and in her Miss Marvel garb. We're gonna need a new Day Ken. Bruh, please stop playing with all those Wolverines you drop. No Day Ken. Okay, now I get it. We're doing a whole Secret Wars thing. Hopefully, possibly, we're gonna have that wave. But Dark Avengers, we're getting close, man. We're getting close. This guy, he's a good sign. He's a good sign. I was happy to get this cat. He went immediately on my villain shelf. And this Doom, I mean, the only thing I can really tell you about this Doom is it is exactly like the Dooms that you have already. The only thing that's different is that they shortened the tunic. The texturizing is still here. The belt's just a tiny bit different than the Doom I had before. Just a tiny bit. Just a slight difference on, you know, these things right here, which of course hold the cape. But the thing that is the great thing, I have a Darth Vader that has this as well. Let's look at that. Soft goods. Soft goods. So I haven't seen soft goods on a figure since Hawkeye, and it made sense on Hawkeye because he's got, you know, that loincloth thing in between, you know, his legs, and in order for him to sit on the Sky Cycle, they were very smart in factoring that in and putting that into the design. And they said, well, we would start seeing more soft goods, and so I guess this is a reflection of that. Now, of course, you can still see the eyes on Doom. You can see the eyes inside there, which is always a nice touch. Because of the hood, you're not going to get a whole lot of movement on looking up. He can look down. You know, he is a ruler, so he can look down. You can get him into some really neat poses, you know, some really dynamic poses. Of course, Doom doesn't really have to do a whole lot. And what happens also is, I mean, he gets that same gun, you know, as far as his accessories. He gets the same gun. If you can see on camera, I'm not sure how good you can see. He actually has a monogrammed Old English D You know, for all my people from Detroit, y'all know about that. But he has the Old English D for Doom. Okay, he has the Old English E for Doom. And he comes with, you know, the hand to hold the gun. You know, he's got the gesturing "I'm gonna rule the world" hand. And then he comes with two fists because, you know, Dr. Doom no punk. He no punk. He no punk bitch. He fight. And then, of course, you got Iron Patriot Norman Osborn. Norman Osborn is going to come with the Norman Osborn head sculpt. And I don't know if this one is a lot different. I think this one is a little less baggy in the eyes, a little less maniacal looking than the Norman Osborn head sculpt that I got from the Green Goblin that came with Mary Jane Watson in the 2-pack. I thought that was a great buy because you get Peter Parker's love interest and his number one of his number one foils in the same pack. So I thought that was great. I still have to go back and get Aunt May and Dr. Octopus with the bendy wire tentacles because they're backwards compatible. I'm not gonna miss out on that. I just can't. When they do stuff like that for us, we can't miss out on it. So the thing about Doom is it is basically an old sculpt. The only thing they changed on him was the tunic. I mean, they shortened the tunic and they gave him a soft goods cape and changed the color scheme a little bit. Now, what I did with my old Doom, let me take him off of here, move him over. What I did with my old Doom, and you can see the color scheme, you know, it's a lot lighter here than there. What I did, and see, a lot lighter here than there. Different, more detailed here than there. Double chains, single chain. Kind of this thing, I would say this is something that I would, you know, expect on Toad. Toad has something like this, but it's not soft goods. And then here you can see that he has sculpted and painted in the little tie that's supposed to tie the tunic. Okay, but the thing with Doom is this is basically the exact same Doom. The only thing you get is the Doombot head. So of course, if you've got a Dr. Doom already, which most of us do, it is backwards compatible. You know, the head does fit on this Doom. So now I have a Doombot. This will be my de facto Doom now because with the shorter tunic, he just looks way more like the Doom in the book, and that's what I'm going for at all times. So good figure though. But if you're looking for pinless technology and, you know, trying to upgrade and all that, that ain't this. That's not this at all. This is basically the same Doom figure that we've gotten before with a bit of a retool, soft goods cape, so that he can sit on a throne. If you can get a throne from Amazon or wherever, Mercari, Amazon, whatever you do, then you're set in stone now because he has a soft goods cape and now he can actually have a seat on a throne. With Norman, I'm a big sucker for red, white, and blue, so I'm digging the whole you know, the newer, better version of the Iron Patriot armor. The last time we saw this armor was actually in the Ironmonger Build-A-Figure wave, which is one of my first Build-A-Figures. And so I had the earlier version of this, and it is much smaller and a lot brighter. The colors are a lot brighter. I would have brought it out. There's so many different figures in the Hall of Legends, man. I just figured I would let you know. The figure itself is double everything, pinless everything. Double jointed knees, double jointed elbows. No butterfly joints or anything like that. Of course, a lot of reuse from the Iron Man Extremis armor. The legs are different because the design is different, but pretty much from the knees are pretty much the same as the Extremis. I put them next to each other when I first got them yesterday, and the similarities are definitely there. They're definitely there. They're profound. You can see it, that he copied the armor. But he has open hands. He's got two of these boys right here. And as you see, whoa, boom, I did a little too much right there. As you see, that just gives you the ability to port in blast effects. He can also do the blast effects in the peg holes in the feet. And that way, if you want to get him into some flying away poses, you can do that. He also has the upper thigh cut, so that's gravy. Yeah, this is a decent figure, man. I mean, you're not gonna get a whole lot out of the diaphragm. It's the same thing with the, you know, the whole diaphragm cut or the diaphragm rocker. Whatever terminology we use, it's the same thing as the Extremis, when a bunch of people were modifying it so that he could get more crunch in the diaphragm because the rocker is insufficient. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's a good figure, but limited on articulation. I think they need to pay more attention to the customizers, because the customizers are outdoing them when they go in and drummel everything, and I'm not that skilled with that type of stuff. I am pretty much like MCU collector with that. I'm not trying to destroy my figures. I'm a collector. I'm not a customizer. I let them stay in their lane and I stay in my lane. I'm not about to spend $75 on this set and then turn around and destroy the figure. I'm not balling like that. Can't do it. But yeah, so those are his accessories. And then this guy, I never had this guy in my collection before. This is the real Taskmaster. Now, I didn't have any problem with Taskmaster in the Black Widow movie, but this is Tony Masters. This is Taskmaster. The size of the shield is awesome. The C-clip, oh my god, man. The dreaded C-clip, once again, we already know the lifespan on the C-clip is insufficient and aggravating to all of us as collectors in with Marvel Legends. He has this same flimsy gun that basically will just stay holstered, you know, because you can holster it. Of course, he's not balling like Doom though, so he doesn't have any monogram. He doesn't have a monogram. But the one thing I want to tell you guys is that this bow and arrow, the quiver, this is actually keyed into the figure, so do not try to take it off. You will damage your figure. It's keyed into the cape. Yeah, it's keyed into the cape. The cape, does the cape come off? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the cape comes off if I pop the head off. I'm pretty sure the cape comes off. But I will tell you this, that the arrow, which is one of his accessories, there is room for it to be stored on the figure, and it can go actually in the quiver like so. I think that's dope. This sword right here, bro, I've seen this sword with Baron Zemo. I've seen this sword so many times, man. How many times are they gonna give us this particular sword? This sword is infamous right now. The shield being this size instead of a smaller size is dope. The comic accuracy has me just, I'm in a whole world right now. It's on the Vulcan body mode, so you know he's got the, hold on, let me relieve him of his weapons. See, this is what I mean with the dreaded C-clip, bro. They need to find something better, because the life expectancy on these sucks. Yep, he's got the bow. We've seen this a bunch of times. Yondu, Hawkeye. Yeah, we've seen that a bunch of times. This sword, let's take that out of there. And you see he's got hand ready for a gun, but the gun that he comes with though is trash. If I was Taskmaster, I wouldn't use that piece of crap unless it was absolutely necessary. I'm down to my last, and you know, yeah. So Taskmaster is actually pretty dope though. I'm glad I have him in my collection now because he basically, you know, I like how they did it in the MCU with, you know, how they had her, but Taskmaster has the ability to basically, like, he's fighting someone and he watches your moves and he can just mimic it right there, and it's like you're fighting yourself in a mirror, and he will kick your ass, like, real talk. So the upper thigh cut, but the designs on this guy, I'm just lost, especially the head sculpt, bro. The head sculpt has me gone. But the upper thigh cut, the double jointed, oh, and the head comes off. Yep. And see, the cape does plug into the back, and it is connected. This is connected, so don't try and take the quiver off of the cape because you will damage the figure. Alright, so let's see how he looks with just his, okay. Yeah, but that head comes off way too easily, bro. You see, that was just way too easy. That head came off way too easy. But he's got the double jointed pinless knees. He can definitely kick his own ass. That's what's up. He's got the, oh, yep. Ooh, oh, he's brand new though. That's what it is. He's brand new. So that boot cut is stiff. But you know what? That is the seal of approval on a brand new figure. It's supposed to be stiff. If it's not stiff, then something's going on. Something's wrong. I don't like it. I want it to... That's what she said. But I'm saying, like, you want your figures to be fresh out the box and have a little, you know, be giving you a little problem when you're trying to move them around. That's how you know this is a fresh deal. He, you know what I'm saying? He just came out. He's got the hard waist swivel and the ab crunch, which I don't have a problem with that whole setup. You know, it's certain figures can get the upper, you know, upper torso rocker or whatever, and you know that, I mean, that's fine. It all depends on the figure. This particular figure, the hard waist swivel and the ab crunch, butterfly joints, I mean, bro, they went there on this dude. They went there. They tried to give him as much mobility. I like all of the design, you know, on the pouches and his, you know, this right here, the gold. Lots of detail, man. The head sculpt sold me, period. The head sculpt sold me. I'm just like, wow. That's much better than... I'm a happy collector because that's much better than the Taskmaster that I was thinking of grabbing on the aftermarket before they announced this dude. A lot of cats that were out before, a lot of characters that were out before, I'm just holding off, and I'm being rewarded. I was rewarded with Vision. I was rewarded with Angel. I was rewarded with She-Hulk. I was rewarded with Iron Patriot. And I was rewarded with Taskmaster because I didn't have him in my collection, and now I have a beautiful all new pinless tech, pinless tech, double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, like Vulcan body mode, brand new, not the Bucky cap. This is what's up. This is what's up. My collection is getting fierce. Fierce. Yeah. And this whole setup right here, this is Extreme Sets Diorama 6.0, and it's a lot bigger than I thought it was. I'm going to do a couple reviews and, you know, give you some different views of this, but I like the stairwell. Their stairwell is actually, you know, that's some real, like, I can... You know what I mean? Like, he's coming down the steps. That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna do another video where I've been like kind of jonesing to put together an action scene with Shang-Chi, Daredevil, and Iron Fist fighting some ninjas and some Yakuza. So we're gonna definitely see that. But this is my 7 of 9 celebrating Marvel 85 years, the Cabal Marvel Legends 3-pack. And man, it's on point, bro. It's on point. We just gonna keep on moving on. The next thing I got coming in is Maestro Hulk, because I need that Hulk for my Hulk shelf. I'm trying to build my own alternate Avengers, like evil Avengers. I don't know exactly how that's gonna come out, but I know that this will probably be the evil Iron Man character. Then I'll have Superior Spider-Man, which is Doc Ock being Spider-Man, and this one right here is Norman Osborn Green Goblin being Captain America / Iron Man. So that covers 2 bases. But yeah, constantly playing with toys and relaxing my mind and doing videos and showing you guys what's going on with these figures before you buy them, so you know what the deal is. But yeah, thank you for watching. This has been another episode of Action Figure Junkie. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until next time, peace.